to the Talkman Radio Show live. It is June 19th, 2020. We got some more fantasy football news for you. We did get our first magazine. We're going to go over that. We got video, live video. What else? I got my boys. I got Kamala and King Kong Bundy. He might be vice president of Kamala. We've also got Barry behind us, watching over us like he always does. So we've got. I'm gonna do my beginning again. 12 Ounce Sports. Thank you very much. That's who's letting us get out there. And don't forget Talkman Radio on 12 Ounce Sports on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all that social media stuff. We're there, and 12 Ounce Sports has its own website, which we're looking to get. We're going to look into that this weekend. I got a lot of stuff we're going to look into this weekend to help out the show, including some extras that'll make the show a little better, but we got to look into that this weekend. I just got way too busy at work this week. So 12 Ounce Sports, here's the 12 Ounce Sports Radio.com homepage. Boy, there's articles here. You got to look into it. And there's always the donate button if you can spare a little bit for any of our 12 Ounce Sports guys here that you like and you listen to. Consider, if you're still working, if things are still going well for you, $1 or $2, everything goes into helping us get equipment and things like that. I got an itch. I got an itch on my ass. Let me tell you. You want to hear about it? We'll talk about that for an hour. And at the 12 Ounce Sports TV home or store, we've got all this stuff. We've got the t-shirts, which I'm actually going to order one. Somebody sold one of my shirts. My 12 Ounce Sports said, hey, I want one of them, so I got to order one for them. They can't do it themselves. They're 80, and they don't know what a computer is, so I got to do it for them. I'm going to charge them $600 though. And there's plenty of other stuff. 12 Ounce Sports. I might get a mug, I'm thinking about. No Sports Survivor 2020. All kinds of good stuff on there. Check it out. If you want to support the network, we're always looking for that. Don't forget to donate if you can. Buy shirts. However you want to support 12 Ounce Sports in your own way is fine. The rundown for today, top second-year guys, or at least second-year guys I'm looking at. We're going to use the magazine I bought. I'm going to show it to you. We got this. Can you see it? There you go. It is Centennial Sports. Never heard of them. So far, I'm looking at it. Not that great. I went and looked over my old YouTube channel stuff, which I'm going to start posting again because I got my first magazine, so I have to post that. And we're going to do a review on that. But Athlon Sports and Lundy's, somebody's. Savannah Swanson's like Dumb and Dumber, Slippy Swanson. I don't remember. But all right, so anyway, let's move on. Falling all over myself to start the show out. So we're going to run down second-year players looking to make a big impact this year. We're doing quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers. We're going to go over the magazine a little bit. And that's pretty much the whole show. Because we got a lot to go over. We got a lot of stats to go over and see where they go. And talk about some of the free agent moves some of these teams made to help these guys out. So without further ado, we're looking at our first guy. We're doing quarterbacks first. First quarterback we look at, Drew Lock. Drew Lock, second-year quarterback. He was second-round pick last year. They traded for him. I think they traded up for that pick. They have a 19 in this book. I think I might have him up a little higher. he could be. I mean, there's always going to be a second year quarterback who kind of make. I mean, there usually, especially when you have such a no. I mean, I have like 6 guys just getting ready to get their starts this year. Second year quarterbacks that at least one of them, probably 2 or 3 of them, are going to make big jumps. Are they going to make big jumps into the top 10? I don't know about that, but they could make big jumps into the top 10, maybe even top 5. Every year there's somebody. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, just going back 2 years right there. So we're looking at Drew Lock, and we're going to look at here's what he did. Now that's not a big. You can see this, right? Okay, that's not a big sample size. We're looking at 5 games, basically 200 yards a game, 7 touchdowns, 3 picks. Not terrible. I like the 64%. As a rookie, getting 200 yards a game, okay, we'll deal with that. Especially, they knew they weren't going anywhere. They put the kid in there. So let's look at the game logs real quick. Go over that. Eventually, there we go. This guy's smiling away. What the shit is all this? Oh, duh. Preseason. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm losing it. What do you want from me? So he came in. Okay, he came in December. He played 5 games in December. They were out of it. Won 4 of them. Not terrible. Won 4 of them. 18 to 28. Let's see. 18 to 28 is a little over 60%. 22 to 27, not bad against the Texans. Won that game. Had 3 touchdowns, threw a pick though. Okay, the Chiefs beat them up pretty good, but that's the Chiefs. Then came back and beat up on the Lions, 27, 192. And beat the Raiders 16, 15, 17, 28 with another touchdown in there. Got sacked 5 times. That's once a game. Want to bring that down a little bit. But overall, not bad. He started the season late. He watched. He came in, and he did a decent job. A good offseason. He had they're bringing in Melvin Gordon for him, so he has running backs. He had a wide receiver. He had a tight end who I think is gonna another second year guy who's going to is probably gonna make a jump this year. I mean, everybody keeps putting his numbers against other guys' numbers from the past. Yeah, that just because he did similar to, I forget who it was. I don't want to say Gronkowski, but it was somebody who had a really good career, and they were like, oh well, that means he's gonna do the same thing. It doesn't mean that, but whatever. So we got, and this is the preseason. So he did well for the position he was in. He did well. He's got an off season. They revamped the offense for him, gave him a first-round wide receiver. He has a second-year tight end that he's worked with. He has Cortland Sutton as his number 1 wide receiver. They've got running backs galore. The offensive line, I mean, he only had 5 sacks in 5 games. It's one a game. If you average that out, it's 16 for 16 games. But we can do a little better than that, and I think he'll be okay. I think he's going to make a big jump. 19, they have him in this stupid book. They've got him after Ben Roethlisberger. Would you take him after Ben Roethlisberger? That's how good this book is. I'd put him a little ahead of that. A little ahead of that. But we're not getting into where they're ranked right now, especially so early. I know a week ago I just did shows on. I just did a show on this. I get it, but I kind of like him as a second-year guy. He's a guy definitely could be in the top 10. But as we go through the preseason and all that, we'll take a look. But Drew Lock definitely should be on the radar in terms of quarterbacks. Who else we got? What else we got? We got this guy, another smiling mug. Now this guy, Old Daniel Jones here. Let me look. I want to make sure I find him here. So I can point him out to you. Hey, there he goes, right there. Okay. People still calling me for stuff. Probably want money. Drug dealers don't have any drugs. What are they calling me for? All I know is drug addicts. Okay. So he played 13 games. Yeah. Eli played the first 3, and then he said, "Okay, that's it. See you later, Eli." And that was the end of his career. And now we're moving on to the Daniel Jones era. Now he had some good games. We're going to get into that, but overall, about 62%, 3,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, 12 picks. Not terrible for a rookie. Pretty good actually. As long as he's not throwing. I mean, there's way worse, and I'll show you way worse. There's way worse guys out there throwing picks all over the joint. So not bad for him. Let's take a look at how he did game by game. See if we can see any kind of improvement throughout the course of the season. Which is what you're looking for when you're going to go and draft these guys. Later. Come on, buddy. Any day now. Stupid computers. That's preseason. Here we go. So week 1, yeah, he got in there week 1. Week 2, he didn't get in there. Week 3 came in gangbusters. Boom, 23-36 for 336, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Not bad against the Bucs. I won that game, 32-31. Again, the Redskins came in, threw a touchdown, 2 picks, but was pretty accurate, 23-31, 21-38. Not great against the Vikings. Vikings are a tough team. The Patriots, yeah, I don't know what you're expecting to do against them. Under 500, under 50% throwing the ball, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. This is rushing over here. Okay, I didn't know what this was. Okay, and he runs the ball. Look at this. Yeah, he runs the ball a little bit. 28, 33 yards. You're getting some rushing yards out of him, which also helps. I made a point of saying that last week. The Cardinals, he was 22-35, a touchdown. The Lions, 28-41, 4 touchdowns, no picks. They lost that game though. And then the Cowboys, another tough team. The Jets, 26-40, 308, another 4 touchdown game. That's two 4 touchdown games he's got. Not terrible for a rookie. 21-36, not a lot of yards here. 20-37, a little over 500. See, they just lost too many freaking games. And then he didn't play these 2 games. And then he came back 41-35 against the Redskins. 5 touchdown game. And then he ended the season 28-47 with a touchdown. So he looks like he's up and down. He's got to bring that more consistent. We'll see a lot more 2-3 touchdown games added into the 4-5 touchdown games he did have. But that's, I mean, you got to like that. They have no problem with this guy throwing the ball 47 times, 42 times, 37 times, 36 times. I understand it's a throwing league, but you got one of the best. I mean, they didn't have one of the best running backs in the league for a while last year. So that did hurt. But overall, he showed a lot of flashes. I mean, 3 games right there, 13 touchdowns, no picks. Now we've got to get some more out of him in those tough games, and we've got to get more wins out of him. I mean, obviously, the team winning the game doesn't make a difference for you if you're playing fantasy football. I get that. But he can run the ball a little bit. He's got 4 rushes for 35 yards right here. If you can see them, where are we here? 654, 3 for 20, 4 for 35. So he runs the ball a little bit too. A little more consistent. Get that completion percentage up. And this guy could be right there. He's another guy, another top 10 guy could be. Now, could he fall back? Yeah, he could fall back just like Baker Mayfield did. But we'll see what happens. He's another guy though. Keep an eye out for him. The Lamo book has him at 14. I'll probably keep him around there. Maybe push him back a little bit, but 14 is not bad for a second-year guy who missed a couple games and didn't have his number one running back last year. He's got him back now, and they hopefully helped out the offensive line with that first-round pick. And I think they picked somebody up in free agency, but I could be wrong. Moving on. Kyler Murray. I mean, I was going to get to him. It's the number one pick. Come on. We've got 64%. Pretty good. 3,700 yards. Not bad. 20 touchdowns, 12 picks. We need more touchdowns, less picks. But here's where you're going to make your money. 554 yards, 4 touchdowns rushing the ball. Not bad. Did have some fumbles last year. 5 fumbles, 2 lost. Not great, but could have been worse. Everybody has him up really high. I don't have him up as high as everybody else, but we'll see what happens. Let's take a look at the game logs again. All right, he just came right. Okay, you're playing, and we're not taking you out. I mean, he started out 308 yards, 349, 173 here after throwing the ball 43 times. That's not great. You gotta get more yardage out of that if you throw the ball 43 freaking times. 22-32, 241, no touchdowns. 20 of 32, no touchdowns. But you see a lot of these. 10 for 93, 4 for 27, 8 for 69, 11 for 32, 10 for 28. I'm looking at the rushing yards here. That's going to help you out every time. The Falcons. Where did we leave off here? Okay. A couple no touchdown games here. Way too many games without touchdowns. Way too many games managing. And then you get the big one, 27-37 for 340, 3 touchdowns. Okay, that's what we want. But then we go 2 more games with no touchdowns. This one was 14-21 for 104. Not great. Another one, no touchdowns. But then he starts getting his shit together in November. 17-24, 241 for 2 touchdowns. 27-44, 324 with 3 touchdowns. 24-33, 150, not great, with 2 touchdowns. Then you get another 0 touchdown game. And you get another 67 yards here. So here's another guy, same kind of deal. And you don't expect the rookies to come in and just blow the doors off the league, which that hardly ever happens. Usually the second year is when they make a big jump, or the third year. Again, same deal. Like I said, we're looking at more consistency becoming the main focal point of the offense. Even teams with running offenses, the quarterbacks are still the focal point. They're always the focal point of the offense if they're good. Look at Russell Wilson. They ran the ball a zillion times last year, but he was really the focal point of the offense. Lamar Jackson, but he ran the ball most of the time. So even with Kenyon Drake, and they upgraded his wide receivers big time, he's gonna have to show more consistency. Less. I mean, he only had 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 5 games with no touchdowns. That's you get like 1 or 2 of them for a number 1 quarterback. 1 or 2 of them is all you're allowed. You can't have 5. So moving on, I think this year coming in, he's got a good completion percentage. I think we're going here. Yeah, 64% is pretty good. As long as he doesn't have a sophomore slump, I think he'll be fine. I don't have him up at 2 or 3 where everybody else seems to have him. I think that's way too high. Anybody's seen my show, and I'm going to go over it again. I'm probably not going to change it unless everybody behind him, everybody in front of him goes down for the year, and he's the only quarterback left. I don't see him as a number 2 or number 3 quarterback, but I do see him in the top 10. So that's how we'll go with that. And I do think he'll be in the top 10 this year with the added rushing that he puts that's in his game already. DeAndre Hopkins in there. Why not? Moving on. This guy stunk up the world, but I keep hearing, he's doing great. Plenty of people do great during off-season workouts, and they come in and stink the world up. This guy is, he'll probably get drafted, maybe late. Somebody will take, if he's getting drafted, he's getting drafted late. But let's take a look at how he did during the season. The numbers, I'm not even going to go over the numbers. Numbers aren't going to wow you, no way, no how. So let's take a look at what he actually did. He came in against the Giants, 9 for 17 for 107, 3 picks, bad decision making. Maybe I get it, overwhelmed your first game coming in. All right, we're going to take it slow with you. We know we ain't making the playoffs, so let's see what you got throughout the year. Another game, 3 of 5. We're not even going to count that as a game. 15 of 22 for 144, nothing and nothing. 19 of 35 for 214, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Not great. 13 of 29, definitely not great. 156, another touchdownless game with a pick. 13 of 25, barely over 50%. And on top of that, look at these numbers. He doesn't even rush for you. You don't even get rushing numbers out of this guy. And very, very, very hard to see upside to this guy. But, we can see that just fine. So then he went against the Packers. That was not great. 170, another touchdown. Eagles, he did okay. 19 of 28, 261, 2 touchdowns, no picks. 12 of 15, 133, 2 touchdowns, no picks. And then he didn't play the last game. So towards the end, he started looking okay. That's roughly 400 yards and 4 touchdowns right there. Now, do I think he's going to be a top 10 guy? Probably not. But I think he could be a kind of guy. You got Terry McLaurin in there. You've got Adrian Peterson, who's 100 years old. You've got an offensive line that's going to need help if Trent Williams... He got traded, right? Hold on. I don't want to say it and then it'd be wrong. Alright, let's see. Yeah, he went to the 49ers. Yeah, he went to the 49ers. Yeah, so he's not even with them anymore. So, he's not in a great position. You don't have a lot of skill players. If he's going to get better, he's going to get better all on his own. His talent's going to get him there. He's a late rounder. If you think him and Terry McLaurin, whatever the hell is like the car, can do it for you, go with it. But he's a late rounder. He could be okay. He could be serviceable and turn out to be something that, I don't know about winning any leagues with him, but serviceable as you can throw him in there if you need him on a bye week or something like that. At best, top 20. We'll see. Moving on. Number 5 is Gardner Minshew. Now, I looked at this and I was like, wait a minute, really? I did not think he did this well, but he did. For 285 out of 470, 60%, that's got to go up for him to be a real guy that you can really count on in your fantasy league. 60%, not great. 3,200 yards, not bad. 21 touchdowns, 6 picks. Good decision making for a 6th rounder. Not bad. Granted, he only played, 12 games or 14 games he played. A couple of those games, I think the one game he came in late. But how about this one? Totally forgot about this. And I always watch him a couple of times. 67 for 344 for 5 yards. What? Say what? Yeah, that's right. Who said that? I said that. 344 yards rushing. I mean, Kyler Murray played 2 more games and had only 200 yards more. What? Yeah, that guy. Let's take a look at it real quick and go over what's the good and the bad. He came in the Chiefs 22 of 25. Boom, right off the bat, 22 of 25, 2 touchdowns. Now the Texans, all right, a little less, but threw a touchdown in it with 213 yards. 20 of 30, 204, 2 touchdowns. 20 of 30. Oh, wait, same one. 19 of 33. Now, he's not getting a lot of yards, but he's getting touchdowns in there. And running the ball, 56 yards, 18 yards, 2 yards in, not great. 42 yards here with 374 and 2 touchdowns. Played well. No touchdowns there. No touchdowns there. But touchdowns in a lot of his games. Only 2 games there with no touchdowns in there. So you got, very under the radar in terms of, where he's at. I didn't look at Dwayne Haskins where they have him here. But in the book, they got him 25. They got him after guys like Sam Darnold behind him, Joe Burrow's in front of him, Ben Roethlisberger, the rest of the guys I really can't argue with, but you got him at 25. The guy had the guy can put up numbers for you. Very sneaky guy here. You can go and pick up, and I don't think anybody will bat an eyelash until you start putting him in your lineup and he starts rocking out. So I'm big on a little Gardner, the mustachio here. Where is he? With the mustachio. There he is. I'm with it. Now, an honorable mention here, I would like to see his numbers from last year, but he doesn't have any. He's got 14 yards and a pick. But it's old Stidham. I kind of like him. I think, a year under Tom Brady, learning how to do his thing, and I get a funny feeling they'd rather go with a young kid, put him in there, and just put him in the fire rather than Brian Hoyer. And they didn't pick anybody up in the offseason. There's a ton of guys out there to pick up. They didn't pick up any of them. I think they're going to go with this kid and see what he does. A year under Tom Brady, just dump it to the back. Something goes wrong, dump it to this guy right here. Hey, how you doing? I'm James White. Yeah, that guy. Throw it to that guy. Go get your yards. So he's another second-year guy, a little sneaky second-year guy that nobody's going to have their eye on. But we'll see what happens. I'm not going to show you college highlights because they're college highlights. So those are my quarterbacks that I'm looking at. And now we got to do some spots. Like I said, go check out 12 Ounce Sports, 12OunceSportsRadio.com. This is the homepage. And these are the items you can buy in our store. Good stuff. Flash. Go around town flashing the 12 Ounce Sports stuff. That's right, flash. Recognize. Represent. All that stuff. That's my street cred. That's it. That's it for street cred. Moving on. MyBookie. MyBookie.com. Even though I did not, we're not getting into that. MyBookie. MyBookie is the best online sports game that's around. Period. They have up to the minute odds of college pro games. and live racing from all over the country. MyBookie has an online casino for you to play at, including some of the most beautiful live dealers you've ever seen. Check them out, but keep your hands above where we can see them. Go to MyBookie and use the promo code 12OunceSports. That's 12OZ Sports for a deposit bonus up to $1,000. It's like having a casino in the comfort of your own home. Right there, you're working, you're gambling, you're cleaning up. You won't be disappointed, I can guarantee you that one. MyBookie is the place you want to be. Go check out MyBookie and don't forget to use the promo code 12OunceSports. That's 12OZ Sports for a deposit bonus up to $1,000. MyBookie. Check it out. That's right, I said it. You got a problem with that? You got a problem with what I did, Anthony? No. Moving on. We're getting into running backs now. Miles Sanders. You gotta like Miles Sanders for what he did last year. He was good. He was good last year. They have him at 13 in the crappy book. But let's go a little deeper. Now, overall, 178 for 818, not bad. 4.6, pretty good. Got to get those rushing touchdowns up. Got to get them up. 50 receptions for 509 yards. Pretty good for a running back. Another 3 touchdowns right there. So just that right there shows that, okay, he's going to take, they got rid of Jordan Howard. He's going to take on the bulk of the carries now. So we're looking for 178 to go to maybe 220. Something like that. Maybe 240, 250 at the most. You get to that, you're looking at like 1,100 yards. You got to get the touchdowns up. And boom, there you go. Number 1 running back. Not only number 1 running back, you're looking at like a top 5 running back. Let's take a look at what he did throughout the year. 11 for 25, not bad. Started off a little rocky. And then 13 for 53, boom. 11 for 72, boom. 9 for 15, not great. 3 for 6, not great. 6 for 21, then 3 for 74. Jump, boom, out like a cannon. 10 for 42, 11 for 38, and then he starts getting going. 17 for 83, 15, 19 for 122, 20 for 79, and 9 for 52. Not to mention three receptions, 5 receptions, 6, 7, 4, 5, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1. Gets receptions, and even in the playoffs, 14 for 69, 3 receptions for 8 yards. Didn't get in the end zone though. That has to change. Having this kind of year again, with the numbers going up a little, is good. Having the numbers go up with the touchdowns going up brings in a whole new galaxy. So we're looking for him to get the ball inside the 10, inside the 5, a little more, and then we're golden. As long as he doesn't get hurt. Just don't get hurt, buddy. Miles Sanders, the book has him at 13. I think I have him hovering around the top 10. But like I said, it's early. It's freaking preseason. Preseason hasn't even started yet. So these numbers are all going to change. I'm definitely going to go over that before the season starts. And that's that for that. Moving on. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Good old David Montgomery. Another guy not very happy with it. But, the past. I don't talk about the past. He's number 22 in the book. Got into something about last year, about how last year worked out, but some encouraging signs, and I'll show them to you. 242. He can carry the load. 889 for 3. You got to be at 4, at least 4. We'll give you the 3.7 because you're a rookie, but we're not going to deal with that much longer. 25 receptions for 185. That's got to go up. You got to catch more balls than that. 25 ain't going to cut it. If you're going to be a top 10 guy. If you're just going to be then it's fine. They did not play him in the preseason. I think that was a mistake. They played him 1 game. And then he came in the league for, to start, and nothing. You get nothing out of that. So, I can almost go over this in my head, but he started out very, very slow, had a touchdown in game 2, and then things just kind of meh, not very good. 21 to 53, 2 yard, 2.3, 3 yards. He only had 2 carries for 6 yards here. And then boom, 27 for 135, a touchdown, 4 catches for 12 yards. He had a good game there. And then right back down to 2.9, 3.5, 2.2, 1.7. And then things started moving in the positive direction here. In November, late November, early December, 16 to 75, 2 catches, 20 of 86, 4.3. So 14 to 39 did not help against the Packers. But then 13-57, 4.4, couple catches, and then 23 for 113, and a touchdown at the end. 4 out of the last 5 games, he had over 4 yards of carry. So I guess it started clicking towards the end of the year. That could be good. That could be very strong for him coming into as a bridge into this new year. The coach already said, I made a mistake not playing my starters in the preseason. Rectify that. I don't see much in terms of challenging him in the backfield. I mean, Tariq Cohen is a wide receiver basically in the backfield. So he's going to do that. I think they made a pickup in the backfield in free agency, but I don't think it was a very big deal. I don't see. Let me check this out real quick. Let's see. Oh, I don't even know what's going on here. This is just all over the place. No idea. I'm done. Okay, we're going to go with he's the main guy this year. He showed he can carry the load. He did get better at the end of the year. Beginning of the year was horrible, though. If he does play in the preseason, I think that'll be better for him. So that's where we're going with him. They have him at 22. I think I have him. I don't think I have him in my top 20, but maybe he'll get there. This guy, I love this guy. As I said last week, 5.1 yards a carry, really good. 29 catches. I think both of those are going to go up. Cannot get injured, though. Nobody likes guys who get injured. Nobody likes them. So, going to last year, 4 for 70 yards, just huge, yards per carry number, 17.5, 9.5. All right, then 3.7, 6.3, 4.8, 5.3, 5, 100 yards here, 5, 4.1. All right, now he did not do well in the touchdown category, but the pass catching category, 1, 2, 6, 3, 1, 1, 3, 3, 4, and 5 in game 1. I think he's going to do better there. He showed he can catch the ball. And now that he's going to be the number 1 guy, they drafted what's-his-face. I don't think he's going to be the main guy. They have T.J. Yeldon there. He's there to be a third down backup, third down back if they need him. And they've got some other guy. He's going to be the main guy. I have him really high. Well, I have him in a good spot. They have him at 20. They have him after David Montgomery. He had a way better season than David Montgomery. And they have him after David Montgomery. Actually, no. David Montgomery actually had a better season than him overall. But he missed 4 games. And did not play in the Jets game at the end. Yeah, he missed 4 games. David Montgomery didn't miss any games. So I don't think he did. Either way, I like him better than Montgomery. But we'll see what happens in the preseason. We'll see how things go. Josh Jacobs, Rookie of the Year. I really like him. I liked him last year. I drafted him. 1,150 yards, 7 touchdowns. Not bad. I think both of those can go up. Here's what you need to go up to be a top 5 guy. Receptions got to be up, and you got to get a couple touchdowns out of him. 20 is not going to do it. He missed 3 games and he's still 1,100 yards, almost 5 yards a carry. Let's take a look at the game logs real quick. 23 for 85, 12 for 99, and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I remember that game just starting off with a bang. 10 for 44, still getting 4 yards a carry. 26 for 123 against the Bears with 2 touchdowns against the Bears defense. And then followed that up with 21 for 124. Gets touchdowns in bunches. I like that. I like being able to get multiple touchdowns in a game. But if you can get that a little more consistently, definitely jump you up. 2 catches, 3 catches, 3 catches, 1 catch, 2 catch. Not great in terms of catching the ball. That has to go up. They're going to be throwing the ball around this year. I like the 100-yard games. If you get points for getting 100 yards, this guy is right there. I think he's another guy who can definitely be in the top 5 if given the opportunity to catch the ball and be your goal line guy, which he was last year. He just didn't get in the end zone that much. So if he can get both those, if he can get double-digit touchdowns and get his pass catching up a little more consistently, this guy's a top 5 guy. And I think they're going to use him even more this year. So the last guy on my list is Alexander Mattison. I have him here for a special reason. First off, 4.6 yards a carry. Pretty good. He had 100 attempts last year. Caught 10 balls for 82 yards. Not terrible. We're not even going to get into the game logs because he was a backup. The point is, actually, let's get into the game log real quick. Now, he got hurt. I think the same game as Dalvin Cook, the game before. I forget. But he's another guy. Missed a couple games at the end of the year. The reason I have him as a guy to look out for, he's definitely going to be a handcuff for Dalvin Cook. Definitely, no matter what. So, anybody who gets Dalvin Cook can get him. If the guy who takes Dalvin Cook is kind of, maybe has a couple beers, doesn't know what he's doing, and you see him, kind of losing track of the handcuffs he should have, this is definitely a handcuff that you need. Because Dalvin Cook's been hurting a lot. I've gone over this the last couple episodes about Dalvin Cook. People have him at number 2. This stupid book has him number 2, I think, behind Saquon Barkley, and CMC's number 3. This book's so fucking... I spent $10 on this book. I want 5 of it back. And somebody to give me a reach around. Not going to get it. But I think you can get this guy, depending on if whoever drafts Dalvin Cook kind of loses track. Steal this guy somewhere probably in the maybe 12th, 13th round. I'd go for him because you never know with Dalvin Cook. You don't know what's going on with him. He can get hurt. He's got an injury of getting hurt. I'm not a big fan. So that's the running backs. And I've got some guys at the end. We'll get to them. We've got about 16 minutes left. I want to get through this. Hold on. I'm getting it. I got it. Zingo TV. Check out Zingo TV. It's free. Check it out. Use the promo code 12ounce. That's 12OZ. It really helps us out. 12 Ounce Sports channel is $7.61. Plus, Zingo TV has other things that you can take a look at. They have other sports channels. They have music channels. There's a fight. It's called Fight 24/7. This guy's singing. That chick's kind of hot. There's Guar right there. That girl's kind of hot. Look at this. So, they got music, sports, and a lot of different things on there, and it's free. You can't beat that. You know, if you're gonna sign up, check it out for yourself, see what you like. There's plenty of channels on there. But don't forget, use the promo code 12ANTS. That's 12OZ, because it helps us out. It shows that people are listening to us, and then they're getting people signed up at Zingo. So we like them, they like us. We're working with them, and I'm gonna have my replay on the show as soon as I have some time this weekend. To set all that up along with all the other shit I'm setting up here. So we're gonna have replays of this show, and you can see the show live on there. So come on, you love me, don't you? Get Zingo TV. Promo code 12OUNCE. That's 12OZ. Do it. Moving on. Moving on from Alexander Madison, who, by the way, is, God knows where he is on this list. I haven't seen him yet. Top 50. Haven't seen him yet. 53. All right. Now we're looking at second-year wide receivers. All right. Not that any of these guys are going to be top level guys. Maybe AJ Brown. But starting off, AJ Brown. I mean, he had 1,000 yards last year, but he had around 50 catches, which is an average of 20 yards a catch. That's Stanley Morgan good. Anybody out here know who Stanley Morgan is? That's from the freaking Wayback Machine. Stanley Morgan. 8 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. Not bad. You're not going to get a lot of PPR out of this guy, but you're going to get a lot of yardage out of him. 3 rushes, 20 yards for 60 yards, and a touchdown in there. That touchdown, I think, came week 16. So anybody who had him starting in your fantasy league championship, that worked out for you. You gotta like the progression, how he's looking. And I think once Tannehill came in, things really started looking up for him. I think he came in week 7, 6 for 64, 2 for 11 with a touchdown, 4 for 81, 4 for 135, 5 for 153, 8 for 114. That wasn't that great, but 1 for 124, pretty good. Yeah, see, told you, week 16, 1 for 49 and a touchdown. So, yeah, he started getting, finding his feet when Tannehill came in. So I kind of like that. I think he'll get more targets and more catches, but you're not going to get 20 yards a catch this year. Sorry. But he should, he's not going to drop to 8 yards a catch. He's not one of those guys. So he's a guy definitely could make a big jump this year. They are a run-based offense, so I'm not going to give him that big of a jump. But I like him. And he could be top 15, most likely. Definitely top 20. Top 10, you might be reaching a little bit. Moving on. They have him at, I don't know, the stupid book. Oh my. I got the corona. As a 21. That's about right. That's why I got him. Second guy who I like him more than AJ Brown. DK Metcalf. I like him more than AJ Brown because of the quarterback. But look what he did last year. 58 for 90 for 900, 15 yards. I think you can keep that, especially with the speed and what I love about his situation is the accuracy of Russell Wilson's deep ball. So good. So freaking good and he has a huge catch radius. That's going to be huge. That's going to get him to double-digit touchdowns, I think. We're looking at probably maybe 1,100 yards. We're looking at 75, 80 catches, and double-digit touchdowns, I think. I definitely think all that's possible. And I think he'll get there. I really do. I really like him to make a big jump this year. DK Metcalf. The book has him at, I mean, this book sucks. They don't even have him on here. So that's a 27. Nah, I'm not buying it. Moving on. And I know there's gonna be guys on there. Oh, no, what about this guy? I'm just grabbing, guys that I kind of like, and some guys that I have some, that did well last year. There's always gonna be guys that just shut up. So Terry McLaurin, whatever you want to call him, 58 for 919. Another guy, 15 yards. 15 yards catch. Especially in the league now, where everything is a yard, it's negative behind the line of scrimmage. I know that's a lateral, I get it. But everything is either at the line of scrimmage or like a yard past the line of scrimmage. You got a lot of rookies coming in, just 15 yards a catch. Boom. That's big time. And then you can start adding in some of those, when they start getting the offense a little more in their heads, they can move on to catching some of those 1 yard at the line of scrimmage and then going. But anyway, I gotta move on because we're running out of time. 58 for 919, 15 yards catch. That's good stuff. 7 touchdowns. Did not run the ball. He's a wide receiver strictly. But if you can get Dwayne Haskins to make a little bit of a jump this year, I mean, this was with all kinds of yahoos at quarterback. I think I played a couple of quarters for him last year. Threw 3 touchdowns, 17 picks. But, and I got some water for the coach. Got kicked out of the game now. Got arrested. 7 touchdowns is good. He started out the season red hot. But then he kind of faltered off, and then I think he came back a little bit. First 3 games of the season, he had 3 touchdowns. First game of the season, I remember that when we played the Eagles. He had a huge game. So I think he can move on from here, but there's also the chance of regression due to bad quarterback play. Like I just said, he had shitty quarterbacks last year. So you got to keep an eye on him. Don't reach for him. Definitely don't reach for him. Deebu's hurt, but if he can get his shit back together, 57 for 802, 14 yards a catch. Like I said, these rookies coming in, they're not asking them to catch passes at the line of scrimmage. They can go deeper. I can throw. And they're getting it. Got to get the touchdowns up, got to get healthy. But also, he ran the ball 14 times for 159 yards, 3 touchdowns. They're using him all over the place. That's at 11 yards a clip. Say what? So he's he's the kind of guy, they're going to give him the ball all over the place. That's what I like. If he gets healthy, because I don't want Brandon Ayuk being your main guy out there in San Fran. Forget winning friggin' 13 games next year if he's your main guy. But if he's your main guy, you got a shot. Because I think he can make a big jump all over the place, all over the field. But got to get healthy. That's the problem with him. Preston Williams. A lot of hype on him last year coming in because he had a good preseason. Then he got hurt, and that was the end of that. Now you got Tua coming in. You got Preston Williams coming back. The injury, you got to see how he looks in the preseason. If he's gimping it up, I'm fading on you, buddy. Can't have that. 32 for 428, 13 yards, not bad. Another guy not catching too many balls to the line of scrimmage, 3 touchdowns. I think because I don't like Devontae Parker, I would go with him. If he looks good, let all the goofballs take Devontae Parker, stick with Preston Williams, and I think you're going to make the money off of that. So some honorable mentions here. Going back to the running back, Benny Snell. Benny Snell, 3.9. He caught, had a couple touchdowns. Not too many receptions, but he could come in and just take over for James Conner. I don't see James Conner as being anybody who is holding on to his job. He ain't going nowhere. That guy's too good. That guy fell off the face of the earth last year. He was a first-round pick in a lot of leagues. And he's gone. Nobody even knows who he is now. So Benny Snell, and Tony Pollard. If anything happens to Zeke, this guy's in there. 5.3 yards a carry. Say what? And he caught 15 balls. Not bad. So anything happens, I mean, he's another guy. He's a handcuff guy. But if something happened to, I understand the line took a little bit of a hit with the loss of Travis Frederick. But if anything happens to Zeke, this guy looks like he can just come right in and do his thing. So before we get into, I'm going to show you a quick video. BiscottiGourmet.com comes first. It always comes first because they got good stuff. Get my Corona out. Biscotti Gourmet offers a new take on an old Italian tradition of soft-baked mini biscotti and many delightful flavors. Lemon's my favorite, and lemon's back. Go to BiscottiGourmet.com and use the promo code TALKMAN. That's TALKMAN for 20% off your order. Any flavor is a wonderful compliment with your coffee in the morning. It's a guilty pleasure treat. Check it out, BiscottiGourmet.com. You get 20% off your order with Talkman. So, now we don't have Barnes & Noble. We got Walmart. This is what you're dealing with going into Walmart now to try and find magazines.
All right, let's see if we got magazines in here. Freaking Walmart, it's the only place freaking open. Here's what we got. They've been going for 50 fucking years. Oh, come on. I'm stressed out because I fucking can't find my magazine.
Medical marijuana.
Disney,
Barbie and pot.
Spending money on getting freaking Friends football magazine.
Friends.
Chicks.
Bunch of chicks.
There we go. What's up? Right.
And there we go.
Found this.
Nothing else around, as you notice. Wrestling, men's health.
Gotta see if it's any good.
And now I'm trying to check, and I can't get my hands straight. I got a phone in one hand. Hey, you can look at that guy with the hair. Why didn't he comb his hair before he took the picture?
Okay, it looks like they do have.
Okay. I mean, you know, I had to check to see if they at least had the rookies.
Find the ones we like.
Had to check that.
We'll start off with this. And that's it, as you can see. Men's health,
Wrestling. That's it. That's all you're going to get at Walmart. No Barnes & Noble. You're going to have to order your freaking magazines online. There's nothing else open. I mean, text me, tweet me. Tell me another place to open. You can go find magazines. Target? Maybe. Centennial Sports. That's what I got. So far, not very, not loving it. Like McDonald's. Not loving it. So, yeah, so I got my first magazine. It does have the rookies in it. Sign up to Talkman Radio on YouTube. And I'm probably going to get into, but the weekends are the only time I really have to get things done, like work on the show or anything like that. During the week, forget it. So tomorrow I'm doing a lot on getting some new things into the show, incorporated. I got to work on it. It's technology based, so I don't know. Probably do a YouTube video tomorrow or Sunday, and I'm gonna go over the magazine. So far, I'm not thrilled, but maybe there's a hot chicken and jerk me off. That'll give it a. So we'll see about all that, but I doubt it. I don't see anybody in there. Probably fucking Saquon Barkley's gonna jerk me off. All right, that's it for the show. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next Friday. Bye.